ties this idea together in 1 John 4. And it says this, Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. So you can see it starts with our relationship with God. It goes on and it says, and the one who does not love does not know God, because God is love. In other words, we can never fully understand love, and we can have a bad understanding of love, but unless we have a relationship with God, we will truly not understand what it means to love one another. He goes on verse 9, but the love of God was manifested in us. He's changing us. He's transformed. It's manifested in us that God has sent his only begotten Son into a world so we might live through him. There's that transformation of Jesus in our life, and it goes on to say, and this is love, not that we love God, but he loved us and sent his Son to be a propitiation for our sins. That is through his life, death, and resurrection, his sacrifice, that he's transformed us so that we could come to know what love really is. And then it says, beloved, if God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. And so now we're starting to see that changing, that not only should it affect our vertical relationship with God, but then it should affect our horizontal. That it is a natural byproduct. It is not that we might or should, but it should be that transformed sanctification life that brings a process where you ought or automatically start loving one another. That should be a defining characteristic. In fact, verse 12 then goes on and said, no one has beheld God at the time, but if we love one another, God abides in us, and his love is perfected in us. And again, there's that sanctification. And so we come to understand that what causes us to love one another, is it about me working up emotions? Is it about obligation? And that's what some churches, we obligate. You should love one another. And ought, or making it, forcing it, that's just legalism. That's just imposing. And you can't impose love. In fact, one of the things that children are real good at identifying, I was listening to news recently, is they can tell when you genuinely love them or don't love them. In fact, that's one of the defining qualities of the new millennials and Gen Z generation. They don't have time for people who are pretending to love them. They identify it really quickly. And so we need a genuine love for one another, and that is done through Christ.